Welcome to Unforgiven. And the first match is for the Hardcore Championship match. Steve Blackman defends the Hardcore title against Test, Al Snow, and Tez. Wow, I'll give Steve Blackman to retain. The next match is for the European Championship match. William Regal defends the European title against Hardcore Holly.
So Hardcore Holly, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's PPW. Now it's time for William Regal to retain.
The next match is Chris Jericho versus X-Pac.
So Chris Jericho, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's PB. Now it's time for X-Pac to win.
Little cutie.
The next match is Rikishi versus Eddie Guerrero. So Mark Townsend, why Rikishi to win?
Because Eddie has a wedding planned with China.
Eddie Guerrero, why did you marry her? No more marry her, and now Rikishi wins because of you. The next match is a #1 contenders match for the WWF Championship. The Undertaker versus Chris Benoit and Triple H.
Look, Britney Spears has voted you off. And now Triple H wins because of Oops, I Did It Again.
The next match is for the Intercontinental Championship match. Kane defends the Intercontinental title against the Big Show. So Teletubbies, why Kane to retain?
Because the Big Show throws people off the stage.
The Big Show, you don't ever push people off the stage. And now, time for Kane to retain. The next match is for the WWF Tag Team Championships, Steel Cage match. Edge and Christian defend the WWF Tag titles against the Hardy Boys. So Jerry Lawler, why the Hardy Boys to win the titles?
Because Junior says it's time for Team Extreme.
Edge and Christian, I'm done. Time for the Hardy Boys to win the titles. And the main event is on right now. And it's for the WWF Championship match. Kurt Angle defends the WWF title against The Rock.
So The Rock, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's Piper Peraba. Now it's time for Kurt Angle to retain.
Welcome to No Mercy. And the first match is for the European Championship match. William Regal defends the European title against Rikishi.
So Rikishi, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's the B-Boys. Now it's time for William Regal to retain.
Who let the dogs out? The next match is for the Hardcore Championship match. Steve Blackman defends the Hardcore title against Al Snow and Raven. Wow, I'll give Steve Blackman to retain.
The next match is the New Age Outlaws versus Righteous Censor.
So Billy Gunny Road Dog, guess who's voted you both off of the show? It's Second Protocol. Now it's time for Righteous Censor to win.
The next match is a Street 5 match. Chris Jericho versus X-Pac. So Robbie Williams, why Chris Jericho to win?
Because he doesn't like the Rock DJ song.
X-Pac, I'm so done with this. And now Chris Jericho wins. You are the weakest link. The next match is for the Women's Championship match. Ivory defends the women's title against Lita.
So Lita, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's Steven Richards. Now it's time for Ivory to retain.
The next match is for the Intercontinental Championship match. Kane defends the Intercontinental title against Eddie Guerrero.
So Kane, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's no one ever looks so fine. Now it's time for Eddie Guerrero to win the title.
The next match is for the WWF Tag Team Championships match. The Hardy Boys defends the WWF Tag titles against Edge and Christian. So Michael Cole, why the Hardy Boys to retain?
Because they disguise as masks.
Edge and Christian, take off his masks now. Time for the Hardy Boys to retain. The next match is The Rock versus Chris Benoit. So Peter Lee, why The Rock to win?
Because he screwed Rock out of the WWF title picture.
Chris Benoit, why did you screw him out of the WWF title picture? You know he has to be in this title picture for a lot. And now The Rock wins because of you. And the main event is on right now. And it's for the WWF Championship match. Kurt Angle defends the WWF title against Triple H.
Triple H, I want you to look at the Titantron and look at below. The surveillance camera caught you right over Stone Cold Steve Austin. Thanks a lot of this, and now Kurt Angle retains because of the footage.
Welcome to Survivor Series. And the first match is the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys versus Edge, Christian, and the Acolytes. So DJ Ed, why the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys to win?
Because they didn't like the pure garage tree.
Edge, Christian, Bradshaw, and Farouk, I'm done. Time for the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys to win. The next match is the New Age Outlaws versus Right to Censor.
So Billy got a road dog. Guess who spotted you both off at the show? It's Spider. Now it's time for Right to Censor to win.
Oh, you started smiling.
The next match is for the Intercontinental Championship match. Eddie Guerrero defends the Intercontinental title against Chris Benoit.
Wow, it's a hard way, but I have Benoit to win the title.
The next match is The Undertaker versus Chris Jericho. Wow, I'll give The Undertaker to win. The next match is for the European Championship match. William Regal defends the European title against Dean Malenko.
So Dean Malenko, guess who spotted you off at the show? It's Caroline Hughes. Now it's time for William Regal to retain.
The next match is for the Hardcore Championship match. Steve Blackman defends the Hardcore title against Raven. So Drowning Pool, why Steve Blackman to retain?
Because he gets illegal to attack him.
Raven, I'm done. Time for Steve Blackman to retain. The next match is for the Women's Championship match. Ivory defends the women's title against China.
So China, guess who spotted you off at the show? It's Gil Johnson. Now it's time for Ivory to retain.
The next match is The Rock versus Kane. So Craig David, why The Rock to win?
Because he turned heel.
Kane, for turning heel. I'm declaring The Rock to win. And the main event is on right now. And it's for the WWF Championship match. Kurt Angle defends the WWF title against Stone Cold Steve Austin. No contest. Welcome to Armageddon. And the first match is for the WWF Tag Team Championships tables match. The Hardy Boys defends the WWF Tag titles against the Dudley Boys. Wow, I'll have the Dudleys to win the titles. The next match is for the European Championship match. William Regal defends the European title against Tez.
So Tez, guess who spotted you off at the show? It's Ann Robinson. Now it's time for William Regal to retain.
The next match is Test and the Acolyte versus Right to Censor.
So Test, Bradshaw, and Farouk, guess who spotted you two off at the show? It's BTS. Now it's time for Right to Censor to win.
The next match is a last man standing match. Chris Jericho versus The Big Show. So Judith Keppel, why Chris Jericho to win?
Because he destroyed me during my £1 million win.
The Big Show, I'm done. Time for Chris Jericho to win. The next match is for the Women's Championship match. Ivory defends the women's title against Trish Stratus.
So Trish Stratus, Guess who's voted you off at the show? It's Lucy Street. Now it's time for Ivory to retain.
The next match is for the Intercontinental Championship match. Chris Benoit defends the Intercontinental title against Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn. Wow, I'll give Benoit to retain. And the main event is on right now. And it's for the WWF Championship, 6-man Hell in a Cell match. Kurt Angle defends the WWF title against The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Triple H, and Kane.
Look, Bob the Builder has voted you off. And now Kurt Angle retains because of 2000 Christmas #1.
Before I read these, I'm not sure that Roman is going to retain the Universal title, but if that wins, we will continue. If Daniel Bryan wins, it's over. But anyways, and that wraps up 2000. Once again, thank you all for continuing to read these chapters. Part 26 will be posted on Friday and will cover Royal Rumble 2001 to Backlash 2001, where we'll see the Attitude Era come to an end and Stone Cold's heel turn, or will he? Until then, happy WrestleMania weekend.